Guys, welcome back to a new video, and we are back with Not So Berry Challenge. This is officially episode 3 of the entire challenge. This episode is an entire week of going to work with her. So that's all you're gonna see is pretty much me going into work with her and completing as much as possible because I wanted to get through the career because I finished the aspiration in the last episode. And I feel like it's important to get as far as you can in the career as well. And it's also helpful, like how this one said collection day. Today is collection day for the office, I guess I could say. By getting those collections, you also can get medals and crystals to use for the elements. That's the word. But I enjoy coming into the get to work, come in and sit down and like do the actual job. I enjoy doing it. But once I do it after a few times in the same sitting, I'm done with it. So this whole week was just it started out fine, like I was doing great, and then when it got closer to the end of the week, I actually like dropped down in efficiency, and I had to stay late one day just because I could not get everything finished within the normal time frame. And that's what it's unfortunate about the get to work stuff, is it just gets so hard to do. And while I still enjoy it, it's just difficult to do in general. But it's fine. We're fine. I don't know how to commentate these things. Like, I wouldn't have put it into the video if I didn't think it would be fun. Like, this is literally the entire week of going into work with her and spending that time at work. And I just thought it would be important to put in here because her whole work is a scientist career. Like, that's most of her entire importance of her generation is the scientist career. And I don't know if anyone's ever seen the fight. Like, some people may not have seen the gameplay of going into work with them, which is why I thought it was important to include it in here. And I don't know. Oh, if you haven't figured out, I'm actually doing a voiceover. This was pre-recorded, completely silent, because it took me about an hour to play the entire week. Which, not terrible, actually. You would think it would be a little longer, but I was getting ready to go to work, going to work, coming home, and getting prepared to go back to work. Like, that was the entire time this week. Though, we did have, I think it's called Harvest Fest. It's like the game's version of Thanksgiving, I believe. We did have that, and we did celebrate it. And we also had our romantic interest, Troy, come over. He actually just showed up. I don't think I invited him. I might have invited him. I don't know. I know he needed to do something by, like, inviting someone over, but I think he just showed up at the house. I was like, oh, sweet, cool. And I used it. So there's a little bit of that you'll see here in a bit. But honestly, if you've never done the element collection, this career is actually really helpful because every single day, those rocks that I just collected for collection day, they show up every single day. So they can, like, once you get all your work done and you've completed, like, everything you need to do, and you have plenty of time, you can go and collect all that stuff. That's what I was doing, was just collecting tons of that stuff for elements. And while I was editing this, like cutting the footage down, I don't know if I ever actually sat and checked the mail this week and then went through and put the elements in, because I don't remember ever clicking check the mail while I was trying to, like, while I was getting to the point where I was cutting this down. I don't remember seeing anywhere where I clicked get mail and got my elements, because you saw that I got like a good bit of them just by collecting that stuff. But also, you do end up with a lot of capsules, which is annoying. But you know, I get extra money from them, so I guess that's okay. But it is really annoying because the goal is the elements and the obviously the crystals and the metals, and I just get a bunch of capsules. I think I spent like a good 20 minutes maybe at the end of every day of this week going through and opening all of the capsules and then selling all the shit from it. It was ridiculous. Yeah, and I always click stay late. Like, I think every day this week I clicked stay late. That way I can collect a little bit more of these crystals and metals. Because there's not a lot where I live. Like, there's a good bit of ones that you can find and use where I live in the game, but not a whole lot where it's extremely helpful. Yeah, I literally just cut out the whole evening, because the whole evening was me going through those capsules and just going to sleep. Like, I didn't really get to do anything. But I think that I got promotion twice. Maybe once. I know I got it at least once, but I think I got it twice, or I'm really close to getting another promotion. I don't remember, honestly. This was really cool to me. I've never seen this. If anyone's ever played the Get to Work pack and did this career, I have never seen that while brainstorming. Like, that was so cool. That's why I had to add it, because I was like, I've never seen that. I've played this so many times and I've never seen that specifically. Sorry, I yawned. The sim rate's actually really fun to like mess with and upgrade to me. I don't know why, but it's fun to like see and make people do stuff. Like, you can see that he's in his underwear over here. I think it's Dawn. In the corner. I mind controlled him to change his clothes for a job task. And I accidentally clicked sleepwear and I didn't even notice. And so he's in his underwear. So that's great, I guess. Though it is fun to see how they set up this stuff, but I think this thing right here, I don't know what this is called. The inventing machine, I really don't know what it's called. I think it might be a little broken, because you saw the blueprints like be on my head there for a second, right? I think it's a tiny bit broken, and I don't know if that's me or the game. But here's my first promotion, which is pretty great. And it's also, after getting this promotion and looking at some of the stuff that I got from the promotion, I was like, oh, I might need to, like, what's the word? I might need to go ahead and expand the house, because I can't display the cool things that I get from this career, which is just sad and unfortunate. This is the next day, by the way. This is starting out fresh again. I'm literally don't even have the breakthroughs completed at this point. I don't think. I did it throughout the day and I got my breakthroughs completed. But I thought it was funny that it had a thing where it told me to sabotage the toilet. Like, I could do that because, like, I have steel bladder, so it's not a big deal. I thought it was really funny. But yeah, I just shit. Sorry, yawned again. I'm really tired if you can't tell. But after I got the promotion and saw the items that I received from that, I realized that I might need to expand my office just in general. Like, I think everything else in the house is okay size for the moment, but I need to expand the office definitely. And because here soon, probably in the next episode or the episode afterwards, I'll be starting the romantic portion of her storyline and having a kid and bringing in a second person in the house and then have a kid after that. Like, I think it's important that we probably go ahead and expand the house. I also wanted to get a gym in the house, like put a private gym so I don't have to go out and go to a gym, because that's just, after a while it gets annoying to like travel and go to the gym all the time. I don't know if anyone else gets irritated with that, but I really do. I just don't like traveling all the time to go everywhere. And so I think it's important I want to make a private gym, not only because I want her to work out, but also her partner is an athlete. Or I don't even remember if I actually gave him a job, but he will be an athlete. I know that once I move him in, if he's not already. So he'll need a workout space, and I don't want to take him to the gym every single time he needs to work out. Like, that'll be annoying and just a waste of time, pretty much. I don't know, because I feel like I could do a lot more from home than I can to just go out and do stuff at work, or not at work, at a gym. So there's that, and the importance of that. Sorry, I yawned again. Let me actually, I had a question for you guys. Do you mind the music in the background? Because I play music in the background because I like the music. I feel like without the music in the background, it's just kind of, the video itself is kind of dull. So that's why I put music, and it also makes it more entertaining to do these voiceovers, because I can hear the music in time that you guys can hear it as well. But I want to know if it's distracting, because I specifically don't really like music that doesn't have any lyrics. I know there's tons of like stuff that you could use and other YouTubers use and put under their this right here is where I realized I really need to expand the office. Because I had to get rid of the bookshelf, which I really liked in the office, and then I had to move a lot of stuff around. So I think it'll be important to expand the office. So I might just expand. I don't know if I want to expand back or up. I haven't decided yet. I think I might expand it back a little bit, because I feel like the house on the bottom could be a little bit bigger to make like the flow and movement a lot easier, because obviously I used BB.move objects on this house. And I don't know if you ever realized in the videos, like the past couple of videos, when she walks from like the house, from like the office, for example, to the bathroom, or her bedroom to the bathroom, she has to go through the kitchen specifically, like around the counter space, because she can't go behind it, because it's not enough space for her to walk. And that's kind of like what I'm curious about, is if it's a good idea to like expand it backwards a little bit. I might put the private gym on the bottom floor, and then I might leave my bedroom downstairs, but I think I would move like a bedroom upstairs for a child, maybe leave the office downstairs. I might leave like the small little living room downstairs as well, but I think I would want to put like a family room upstairs, like when you go up the stairs. I don't know, I feel like that'd be a good idea. By the way, we're in Harvest Fest. I did say I left a good bit of this in here, which I did. I did leave like all of this in here. I wanted to show that I'm not just doing work, I am following some of the stuff that's on the calendar and everything. I'm trying to figure out if I actually invited him over or he just showed up. So I was cooking, because you can see I have 2 quests done. I bought like a decorations box and put up decorations outside, and then I appeased the gnome, and then I was like, I can do the cooking thing. And I was like, wait, shit, I can't actually do the cooking thing, because you have to call a meal, and to call a meal you have to have another person there. And I don't know if I ended up inviting him or he just showed up. But I did realize, like, if you can see, one of the traditions is like marked out, that's because she's not interested in that tradition at all. So I was like, I could do that, but I also just need to call Tamil. Yeah, see, I'm checking it. I'm like, I need another person. I think I ended up inviting him. Not sure. I wish you could just like eat it yourself. Like if you live on your own, I don't think that whatchamacallit should be. Yeah, I invite him over. I don't think it should be that important that you have to have multiple people there to do this tradition, because some people just enjoy being by themselves. Like, that's just me. I don't know. Like, I celebrate Thanksgiving and I celebrate it with family, but like if I was on my own, I wouldn't care. Like, I would get some food, sit down, watch a movie or something maybe, and that would be the end of my life. Like, that's the extent of my holiday. I don't care to be around people and celebrate it, because that's just not who I am. Like, I love people. I love to meet people. I'm a very sociable person. I love to meet new people. I love to go out and be with friends and hang out with people, but I'm also the same like, I'm also in the same way as I like to go out and meet people. I also like to be by myself for a while. Like, I couldn't just always be hanging out with friends. Like, as much as I love it, I like my personal space, and I like to sit in silence sometimes and just do whatever the hell I want. And I can't do that if I have a lot of people around me all the time. Which, now that I'm saying this, I'm realizing why I'm not that concerned about, like, getting into a marriage or having children in real life. Because I want my space. I can't have that if I'm in a relationship like that. Like, that's just unfortunate. I don't know. That might be why I'm not that concerned of getting her fully into a relationship. Like, I'd be fine just to adopt a kid. Or if I could do, like, sperm donor and work it that way, because I don't care. But I think it's because her story does specifically mention having friends and you enjoy spending time with your friends. That's why I'm okay with getting her in a relationship and getting her into friends and inviting them over and going out with them, because that's kind of like her storyline. But if I was playing the game, I'd just be by myself. I like the grindy part of The Sims, where you just go through and, like, complete skills and complete careers and stuff like that, and I could live the entire time without a spouse or a friend or a kid or anything like that. Like, I could live without that. I don't know. I think it just kind of tells who I am as a person. I'm fine with not having multiple Sims. I think it's easier to play as one Sim and not multiple. Even if I want to explore more of a story, I like playing as one person. Like, I'll explore multiple stories with that one person versus exploring it with multiple. I don't know. Might be a little weird. But as you guys can see, we're actually getting our relationship up pretty good, which is great. I really wanted to get our relationship up so we were friends and maybe go out on a date, or like a friend date goes out and we go spend time with each other and then we realize it's more. That's kind of like the story I want to tell. But I'm getting to the point where I'm running out of time to tell that story. See, look! I didn't even realize that lifestyle gain. I didn't notice it the first time. It's single and loving it. I just noticed that as I was going through this. Like, I just saw it right now. Oh, that means when I get her in a relationship, that's gonna fucking suck. Like, it's gonna be tension and not really enjoying it because that's her lifestyle now. I'm mad at myself. I'm sad that I didn't notice that. I think I was paying attention to something else. I don't remember. Probably her job. And I did end up sending her to work during Harvest Fest. If you like acknowledged that, I sent her to work because it was like maybe it'll get her like experience up a little higher, so I get even closer to that. Didn't help much. Sorry, I like this song. All these songs that I put in my videos, I've listened to these like a million times before I decide to put them in my videos. So I know all these songs like by heart. Oh, I have this satellite thing. I made this. I remember making this. I was like, oh, I get to play with it now. I decided to go with Happy because I didn't want to piss off people, and I'm already having a bad day, as you can tell. Like, she's really fucking tired. And I was like, you know what? We'll just make everyone happy. That's a little better, right? I don't know. That was my thought process. That I was confused about. I wasn't sure what the weird effect that's going on right now was. Cause it's just like right in that one area. So I don't really know what it is. I don't know if it's like the effect after using that, but I think I ended up taking this home with me. I didn't leave it there because I like keeping that stuff, and I know I definitely brought it home with me. I think I ended up finishing the day off with going through and getting more collectibles. Actually, no. I might not have. I don't think I did. I think I just left it. Oh, nope, no, I didn't. Well, that's where I'm going to end this episode. Make sure to put some sugar on that like button. Comment down below anything you would like to see. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!